Ever felt like you're working harder, but your paycheck is shrinking? You're not imagining it. The truth is, someone, somewhere, is siphoning off the hours of your life right out of your pocket. Today, we're unmasking the thieves who traded the world's gold for a green illusion and sold you the biggest lie in history. Since the dawn of time, humanity has revered gold. Why? Because it's the ultimate yardstick. It can't be forged, it can't be printed, and no government can create it out of thin air. Look around you. Empires crumble, statues erode, and the glory of Rome turn to dust. But the gold in their vaults? It shines today with the same defiance as it did thousands of years ago. Here's the reality check. In 1970, before the rules were rewritten, you could walk into a dealership and buy the most luxurious car on the lot for just 250 gold coins, about $8,750 back then. Today, those same 250 coins are worth a staggering $600,000. And guess what? They still buy you the same top-tier luxury. The gold didn't change. Its value is a fortress against time. The problem isn't the gold. It's the paper that disintegrated while they convinced you it was wealth. It all started in 1944, in the back rooms of the Mount Washington Hotel. As World War II bled out, the map for modern financial slavery was being drawn. America held 70% of the world's gold. They laid their cards on the table and declared, "The dollar is king." They promised that every greenback was backed by physical gold, redeemable at any moment. The world took America at its word. Nations shipped their gold to Fort Knox in exchange for paper. It was the largest wealth transfer in human history. But what happens when the guard decides to loot the vault? By the 60s, drowning in Vietnam War debt, Washington faced a choice: austerity or silent theft. They chose theft. The presses in DC began running 24/7, churning out dollars backed by absolutely nothing. Inflation is the tax you never voted for. Look at it this way. If there were only $100 in the world, and they could buy 100 loaves of bread, but then the government prints another $100. That loaf of bread now costs $2 instead of $1. You didn't lose money, but your money lost its power. It's a rigged game that forces you to work longer hours to buy less. French General Charles de Gaulle was no fool. He sent warships literally loaded with paper dollars and demanded his gold back. Washington panicked. The vaults were running dry. On Sunday, August 15th, 1971, Richard Nixon executed what we now call the Nixon Shock. Nixon coldly announced, "We are closing the gold window temporarily." That word, temporarily, was the most cynical lie of the century. In that moment, the dollar shifted from a gold-backed bond to a piece of paper supported only by battleships and bayonets. America kept the gold. The world got an ocean of debt. Today, as inflation eats your savings alive, remember that moment. The system is designed to keep you running on a hamster wheel of debt, while the elite hoard the real assets. You've been watching Thieves of History, the story that began with a gold heist and ended with the theft of your life's work through a printing press. Tell us in the comments, after all this, do you still trust the paper in your wallet?